Good afternoon. I am Atash Sabet. I am Iranian and I'm proud to be a citizen of the United States. What has happened going on in Iran over the couple of months has been very sad to all Iranians all over the world. God bless the souls of all innocent Iranians like Neda that were killed for freedom and peace during these trying times. I truly hope that the world will be free of dictator one day. I'd like to read a poem from Sadi, one of the major Iranian poets who lived in 7th century and is recognized by depth of his thought in peace, humanity, and love. This poem is used to grace the entrance to the Hall of the Nations of United Nations building in New York with this call for breaking all barriers. بنی آدم اعضای یکدیگرند که در آفرینش ز یک گوهرند چو عضوی به درد آورد روزگار دگر عضوها را نماند قرار تو که از محنت دیگران بیغمی نشاید که نامت نهند آدمی. Human beings are members of a whole in creation of one essence and soul. If one member is afflicted with pain, other members uneasy will remain. If you have no sympathy for human pain, the name of human you cannot retain. Thank you.
If we are to teach real peace in this world, and if we are to carry on a real war against war, we shall have to begin with the children. That's from Mahatma Gandhi. I personally have been very fortunate in my life to where business is taking me overseas, and I've been able to conduct business and to do personal travel from all over Europe to the Far East and even in between. I've always been asked by friends and business colleagues, what was the most interesting thing, what was the best country that you went to and that you saw? And I think I gave them answers that they weren't ready for. One place isn't better than the other. The scenery is different, the geography is different, it's all beautiful, it's in the eyes of the person looking at it. But they all have one common element or denominator. And to me, that's always been the children. The smiles on their faces and the smiles in their eyes make the travel and every effort for peace so worthwhile. They're innocent, they're untouched by governments, political systems, by anyone, but people with biases. And that's just been an outstanding experience that I've had, and I try and teach that to my children and to others here as well. When I was last living in Kuwait, which was in 2003, I experienced firsthand, no one likes war, first of all, but I did experience what happened in Iraq. And to see children coming out of schoolhouses, and these were girls because they're segregated, but they came out of the schoolhouse after a day of school. They wore their plaid uniforms and had their white shirts on. There was electricity in the buildings. There was running water that was actually good enough to not just shower in, but to drink. They were doing little hopscotch up and down from the street to the curb, and they had huge grins on their face. The only thing that made you think that this wasn't any other country or some Middle Eastern country was that they had veils on their faces. But they had these huge grins on their faces and sparkles in their eyes. Best thing about that is that no government or military can take that away from children. They just can't do that. They can affect it to them, but they can't take that away when they're young. Peace starts with people, especially children. The last quote I want, and I'll tell you who this is after I read it, and it sounds like one I read before, but it is, wage war against war and not war against people. And the last part of that same quote from that person was, Dad, Just imagine if we spent all the money that we spend on war, if we spent it on trying to bring peace to people. And obviously that was from my 16-year-old son. Thank you.
Welcome and thank you for being here today and being peacemakers by giving of your time and then by going forth to be them as well. I'm Maria Hanlin with Mecklenburg Ministries, and we're delighted to see you here. On my early morning walk today, the sunrise was breathtaking. I don't know if you saw it, but it was just beautiful. The colors, a testimony to our Creator. And it seemed all the more beautiful to me because we haven't seen the sun a lot lately, have we? And it made it all the more precious and valuable. And it is also so with us. With all the conflict clouding our lives and our world, the dawn of finding peace within ourselves, within our relationships, within our families, within our city, and within our world is all the more precious and breathtaking. And that's what makes today's peace celebration that is celebrated in thousands of different ways around the world so beautiful. And our keynote speaker's life is a testament to this. Ned Sergu is a native of Ethiopia. He's the oldest of 5 children, and he grew up in his native country until the young age of 15. To escape civil war and conscription into the army as a child soldier, Ned's family managed to safely fly him to New York City, where he finished high school. Upon completing high school, Ned received a full academic scholarship to Johnson C. Smith University, which is a great gift they gave to all of Charlotte by bringing you here. He graduated from Johnson C. Smith as valedictorian. He started his career with a professional services firm, KPMG, in Charlotte, and subsequently was transferred to their Atlanta office. During his 7-year stay in Atlanta, Ned said he achieved the most significant accomplishment of his life up to that point, when he found and kept his childhood sweetheart from Ethiopia, who soon became his fiancée. Ned and Lulu returned to Charlotte in 1997 upon Ned taking a position with Bank of America. They were married in 1999, and currently Ned is a senior vice president in Wells Fargo Risk Management Division. Ned and Lulu are proud parents of 3 wonderful daughters, Hosanna, Leah, and Emmett. And in addition to serving as the president of the Board of International House, Ned also leads his parish council. He's the president of the Black African American Employee Resource Network at Wachovia and volunteers for the House of Mercy and Charlotte Mecklenburg schools. As someone whose life was directly affected by war, Ned will share today some of his experiences and the significance of what this day means to him and to his family and to so many people around the world. Welcome, Ned.